Stephen Russell, and welcome to Concepts to Consider. This is where we just talk about a few things that we might think are important for us to think about, consider, and hopefully go away and it affects some part of your life as a person living in today's troubled world, and yet at the same token finding a way forward in our present day and age. I want to talk to you about something I jotted down just on my little notebook here, and it was a statement that I heard Mike Tyson say. He said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. I laughed at that. I thought, boy, how true that is. You know, everything goes along fine. We're all sailing along, and on a day, we put on the television, we see crisis here, problems there. Not enough vaccinations over there. There's trouble in the capital, and all kinds of things that can rattle us in the time, and we sort of lose a way forward. We find ourselves wanting. We find ourselves punched in the mouth. 2020 certainly, I think, did that for a lot of us as well, as we're in this new year now of 2021. But there are 5 mindsets that I just jotted down out of that, coming out of that particular statement, I thought would be relevant for us. And we all have the capacities for these 5 simple things. But you have to be intentional about them as you face the year 2021 that we find ourselves in. First of all, there is the capacity to be resourceful in your life. And these are the ideas and the things that and conversations you could be having that will open ways for you to do things in new ways. New ways of approaching living with your family, new ways of approaching friendships, new ways of looking at your job in terms of how can you improve in those sort of environments. And so the resources are there. It's just a matter of finding them and then actually applying them. You'll be amazed amongst your circle of friends, in conversations, how many resources there actually are. If you're listening for them, ideas and things that can come to that be a real blessing and encouragement to you. Number two, the second thing I think is important for all of us is to be willing to collaborate. This maybe is tied to point 1 of resourcefulness, but we think that we can do things on our own, and really, in all honesty, we need to collaborate with family, with people, with friends, and in this day and age, who doesn't need support? And sometimes support takes on the concept of collaboration with others at your work, your family, that type of thing. And why not just sit and chat about and talk to someone about how you can collaborate with what they are doing, or they with you, in terms of your life, your family, your friends. Maybe you've got financial issues, whatever the case might be. Find people you can collaborate with, converse with. It would be another good word to use there. So resourceful, collaborate. I think another thing that's really needed in this 2021 is to have the ability to be resilient. That's another important part, I think, concept to consider this morning, and that is to be resilient. Don't give up. It looks tragic. It looks like a crisis. It looks like all hell is broken loose, if I want to use that term, but don't give up. Be resilient, because you're important in the lives of the people that you're involved with. They see you as important, and you see them as important. So for their sakes and for your sake, be resilient. Don't simply give up. Don't just sit along the side of the road and say, well, it's all over and done with. Keep coming back. Keep standing back up. We as humans have that ability to rise above the crisis and find the solutions and find the answers, and to hold on, as we go forward. Matt Damon's movie The Martian shows that, where in all calculations, he should be dead. He's left alone on the planet and Mars. He's all alone, and boy oh boy, he rolls up his sleeves and he finds something deep within him to say, I want to survive. It's within human nature to want to survive. So I want to encourage you, be resilient, hold on there, don't give up. This is not the time to do that as well. Then also, I think another important thing is to remain curious. just remain curious about life, about things around you. It's just one of these things I said, again, I jotted down as I was thinking about this. Just remain curious, which means you're willing to embrace out of the box thinking. Thinking about your family, as I said to you earlier, on your situation, whatever the case might be curious. Go and knock on the door, find out, get on YouTube, get on Google, find out about things, be curious about life, and you will have the unexpected good things happen to you as well. And so finally, be solution based and not just problem based, problem captured, as it were. Be solution orientated. There are solutions for your life. And if you have your circle of friends and the folk that you're involved with, there's a lot of resources to find a lot of answers. So we hope that you can take some of these things and think about them in this concepts to consider right in the early part here of 2021. Thank you for listening. Do come back. Again, Stephen Russell here. Concepts to consider. It's been great being with you.